Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. Today I'm going to show you guys how we're going to apply some HTV to these little pot holders. Now I'm also going to show you guys today how to use a pressing pillow or a pressing pad along with the pot holders. The supplies you need are quite simple. You're going to need a couple pot holders. You're going to need to cut out your HTV, which we're going to weed in just a second. Maybe you want to add in some, cookie mix or cake mix, as well as some little whisks or little, little stir sticks as well. Now for this project, you can simply just apply the HTV and give them as a gift just like this, or you can go the extra mile to add in these. So these are definitely just optional. Now for today's project, I'm using these ones right here, which are from Walmart. They come in a 2-pack, super cute bow, which you can replace once you're done to give them as a gift, unless you're gonna leave them individual to apply the cookies. But you could definitely get these at the dollar store. You could get them all over the place, probably much cheaper. But normally, most people that make these, they get them from the dollar store for $1. I can never find mine locally, so I just went ahead and went with these, but I wanted to let you guys know you can definitely get them cheaper than this. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I'm going to go ahead and weed out my couple of designs here. These are only 1+ credit for you guys, so you guys can definitely snag these for only 1+ credit right now. So I'm just going to go through here. I'm just using Caesar Easy Weed. It's one of my absolute favorites, and it's one of the ones I definitely keep on hand for my basics like my white and black. Now today we are also going to be using our smaller Cricut Easypress, the 6x7 today, but you can do this with your bigger Cricut Easypresses as well as your heat presses. I've been getting a lot of requests to show you guys with the Cricut Easypress. I'm trying to make sure I'm including that a lot more. So you guys definitely let me know down below, would you guys rather see me using the Cricut Easypress more or a heat press? I use my Cricut Explorer 3 to cut these out today. You could definitely use any of your other Cricuts as well as your Silhouette or any die cutting machine that you may have. As you guys can see here, this is our first design and it's going to fit on here quite nicely, and you guys can already see how cute this is going to look. All right, so let me go ahead and weed this one out and we'll be ready to go. As you guys can see, I've got both my designs ready to go now. I love them. They are super cute. And like I said, 1+ credit. You guys cannot beat this. All right, so let's go ahead and start with this one right here. So what you want to do, and the reason why we need a pressing pillow or a pressing pad when we have a Cricut pad underneath, is because we still need to avoid these seams. So especially, say for example, this is going to go on here just like this. This one will fit quite nicely, minus this piece right here. So sometimes you're going to be able to get away with it if, like, say for example, like a 6x7 would fit right in there. But as you guys can see, it doesn't. So we need a pressing pad or a pressing pillow. Now for mine in particular, so it's actually designed to kind of put your fingers through like this. So I've got a line here. So I can't really put this right inside. So normally, if you guys don't have that, you're going to be able to pop this all the way inside. That way we're not trying to go through double layers here. So it's going to be able to help us just get one layer instead of the whole thickness here. So that's normally what I would do, and that's what I would recommend. So if you guys have the ones without this, put it on the inside. This one right here, for example, this one fits in here as well. I have to kind of wiggle it a little bit, but this one would too. So what I'm going to do today, so this design is actually a little bit bigger than this pad, so I'm actually going to use a pressing pillow. So I'm just going to place it right underneath, and I'm actually going to rotate it like this. So what's going to happen when I press this is any of these pieces that I need to avoid will sink down into my pillow. So I don't have to worry about it, and it's going to raise this area and allow me to get a nice press. So I've got it underneath here. I'm going to go ahead and pre-press to pull out any sort of moisture. You always want to make sure, no matter what you're working with, whether it's a pillow or a pot holder, if it's cotton, you definitely want to pull out that moisture. So we're just going to do this for around 5 seconds or so. And as you guys can see, so you guys can see that color's changed just a little bit. It'll go back down to normal here in a little bit. So never panic. Hopefully, let's see if I can show you guys these side by side. This one looks a little bit darker. It'll go back to normal once it's completely dry. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and line this up right here. Just like so. Looks good. And then I'm going to go ahead and press it. If you want to, you can put down a piece of parchment paper And we're going to hit go, and I'm going to press down. I need to give this some nice pressure because we're working with a pressing pillow here. I don't want to have any uneven pressure. So we're going to go ahead and press this. I have it at 315 for 20 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and press one more time with a piece of parchment paper. And remember to give a nice firm pressure. I'm just going to do about 5 more seconds. All right, looks good. And then I'll remove my parchment paper. So everything looks good. My end got a little bit wonky, but this looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and set this one out of the way, and we're gonna work on the next one. So for this one, I think I should be able to get away with this little pressing pad here. So you guys can see that's gonna fit under there nicely. So I'm just gonna make sure that that pressing pad is gonna get right where I need it to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make sure and center this up like so. We're going to go ahead and pre-press once again, just around 5 seconds or so to pull out any sort of moisture. All right, we're going to go ahead and place down our next one. And for this one, I need to kind of lift my tag just a little bit out of our way. And I'm just feeling to make sure that my pad is completely underneath my design. So I can go ahead and move that up if I would like to. Once again, you could definitely cover it with a parchment paper, and then we're going to press. So I'm going to go ahead and give it nice firm pressure once again for 20 seconds. All right, looks good. Move our parchment paper. All right, I'm going to go ahead and peel. Just like so. Something I do recommend if you guys are using a Cricut Easypress is flipping it over and pressing it one more time, just to press from the back side. Now, if you were able to put your pressing pillow on the inside between the 2 layers, I would not be concerned about it. But if you have to go through this thick layer, I definitely would flip it over with the pressing pillow, because that pressing pillow is going to press against that HTV and really push it into the fabric. So that's something that I recommend as well. They look super adorable just like this. Now, to bring them up even further, something that you can do, now keep in mind, once again, I do have this little stitching, so I can't go down so far. So I can only stuff mine in here so far. But I could definitely add in some cookie mixture here on both of these. So I could do this, any kind you would like. And then you could definitely add in a whisk on here, like so. Or you guys can definitely add in like this little spatula and just kind of bring it up and make it even more special. So you guys can see how super cute these are. And then you can definitely sell them or gift them. These are perfect for teacher gifts, somebody in the office, just a great gift for anybody. Now, like I said, I would pay attention and make sure and get ones that do not have the stitching. Or you could definitely take your scissors on the inside or take a stitching remover and remove those stitches there. And that's something that I would recommend for these. Now, I accidentally purchased the ones that are way too big for these too, but I think they look super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.